Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, BA, the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
And a storyline for MP over this stretch of the season. He's trying to outperform against his matchup each time out. We know that when MP executes that, it can be a pivotal aspect of the team's success.
And the NBA is really a game of matchups. Winning yours, and MP's been doing just that. Facing off with similar level players, if you can win those little battles, it's big when it comes to winning games.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And out of bounds, Denver will have it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Fades. A nice shot by Smith. Something I feel compelled to mention. How excited are you for the upcoming anime that will star MP, Towns, and Maxey?
Well, I'll be honest. Everything I've seen about this anime project looks pretty cool. And this kind of thing is not something a lot of NBA players have done. So I'm curious to see it.
Now here's Smith. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Back to Watson. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards against Smith. Good.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, BA, one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
The Nuggets trail. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Smith. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Reed. Pass to Randall. Good work defensively by Gordon.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Smith. Oh, he cranks it down right on top of Naz Reid.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Now here's DiVincenzo. Yet to see a basket. DiVincenzo with a screen on Smith. Releases. Another miss by Minnesota.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Screen by Gordon. And it's Smith penetrating. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
With the windmill, too. Turning this place upside down.
Everybody looks stunned. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Edwards.
Nuggets foul. Smith. First personal foul. First team foul.
DiVincenzo with it. His last outing, he had 24 points. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Shot to stop the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, you look at Naz Reid, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reid is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
The three, Smith. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Timberwolves trail by 8. DiVincenzo, pass to Reid. And here's Edwards. Into the lane, and Edwards slams it in.
Great blend of speed and power on Edwards' drive. Very difficult to stop Ant.
Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. Murray with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Reid sets a screen. And DiVincenzo hits from deep.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
Now here's Gordon. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Smith against Edwards. And it's Smith penetrating. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Watson passes to Smith. Denver moving it around. Over Edwards. And another basket for Denver.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Randall, pass to Reid. Randall outside. McDaniels a screen. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A different look for Denver. Cam Johnson comes in for Watson. And Brown subbed in for Jamal Murray. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Randall. And Conley subbed in for McDaniels. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves, but there remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Off target with the 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Smith. Here's Jokic. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Smith. He's got 17. Counted from distance.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Edwards to 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Johnson finds Smith. Over Conley. Smith no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards got 10 points.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Smith passes to Gordon. Smith with a screen on Reed. Here's Gordon. And Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Gobert. Shot from the wing. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Out to the right wing. For 3, Smith. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against Oklahoma City was all business. He ended up with 58 points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Denver leading by 3. Pass to Gordon. Denver moving it around. Gobert against Jokic. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Inside. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now just a 1-point Denver lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Johnson a screen on Edwards. To the paint. Johnson inside. He's guarded by Conley. Johnson with a bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Outside Edwards. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
They're really working the paint now.
Edwards against Smith. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a... Look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Smith in for Brown. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. And it's Ingles in at the 3. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Denver. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Randall against Johnson. Edwards for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Smith outside. over Edwards. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 6 here in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Since every shot is going in, they should just keep running sets for him. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Valanciunas with a screen on Edwards. Smith passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, this is why you involve Valanciunas in screen and roll, because he's adept at capitalizing on them.
Pass to Edwards. Up and over Smith. Edwards, no good. The Nuggets lead by 7. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now Ingles, defended by Watson, tries the 9-footer. The kick out to Ingles. From deep, Conley. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Smith no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Over to the left wing. Murray against Conley. Pass to Gobert. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. You know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Stan, Rudy Gobert, he can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named.
And again for 3.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
He's worked on his craft, improved even in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch from deep, and that's not the only way he can score, that's for sure. For 3, Smith. And again, Denver with a 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Pass to Gobert. Randall against Johnson. For 3, DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
Nice answer by DiVincenzo. And this is the league right now. Quickly exchanging 3.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And Denver making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Naz Reid's checked in for the Timberwolves. Johnson on the wing. Here's Smith. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Gobert using his size to his advantage.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
A nice shot by Watson.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Outside Reid. DiVincenzo on the wing, defended by Hardaway, and that one's good.
He knew he was going to take the bump. DiVincenzo converted anyway. That's just tremendous focus.
The shot by Johnson, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten half their shots to fall in the second, 8 for 16. They grab their own miss. A slam dunk by Reid.
Look, Reid is a strong finisher. It's still unbelievable that he was undrafted because he is a force.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Denver?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
From the arc. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Jokic.
a dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Reed against Johnson. McDaniels from long range. Hits the three-pointer. McDaniels got 5.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
Smith outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Smith passes to Jokic. Jokic using his size.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
Edwards against Smith. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert on the high post. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's now 7 points for Rudy Gobert. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Brian, back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Smith passes to Johnson. And it's Smith penetrating. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side, DiVincenzo. Gobert inside. Johnson on him. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Gordon comes in for Johnson, and Jamal Murray is subbed in for Hardaway. Back to Gordon. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Smith left side, jacks up a 3, buries it from 3. Smith's got 42 in the game.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
And here's Edwards outside. The shot no good.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And that concludes the first half. It's Denver leading by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. In the East, Trae Young.
Talk about in a mood. Young's been hitting shots the moment he crosses half court. He can also put it on the floor, and he has that sneaky floater. Very frustrating to defend.
And when you run 2 at him, boom, he finds the open man.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Nuggets.
Smooth operation. I wish every team played this intelligently.
Yeah, if you look at the shots they're getting, they obviously had a game plan coming in, Shaq.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Jamal Murray out there with Smith. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, you might think of Murray as just a scoring point guard, but he's also a great playmaker.
Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 11. To the inside. The kick out to Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game, his three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him. Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Murray passes to Smith, and it's rejected. Up top, Randall, defended by Gordon. Gordon against Randall. Outside Edwards, just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. No good. The Nuggets lead by 9. The three, Smith. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Smith's got 47 points.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo over Murray. DiVincenzo can't hit.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Murray passes to Jokic. Dropping it at the rim. It's Jokic.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. Randall outside. Reed to screen on Gordon. Now Edwards. Here's the three. Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring-wise. Ants emerged as an elite player.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Jokic. Smith outside. 4 on the clock. Oh, another one falls.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Every game taking him closer to the next benchmark, second most in the season.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963. And that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
Here's Randall. And he can't bank that one in.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Edwards. Gordon against Randall. Reed to screen on Gordon. Randall with the drive. And it's Randall with the jam.
Watch out. When Randall gets going, he's carrying some serious force.
Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, a master dunk that absolutely shook this building. Wow.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Edwards, the pass to Reed. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kicked ball. What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Here is DiVincenzo. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. And here's Edwards outside. And it's Denver with a rebound. Watson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Jokic. Smith outside. From the high post. And he nails the jumper. Smith's got 57 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Back to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Edwards a screen on Gordon. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. For three, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now. Back to Smith. Denver moving it around. Murray finds Jokic. Reed with the rebound.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 7.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. 17-point game. Reed passes to Randall. Here's Edwards. The three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he comes up with a bucket. Smith's got 59 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Thursday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Watson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Denver leading by 19. Now here's Smith. Non-stop scoring machine right here. And stolen by Edwards. Outside McDaniels. There's the three. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Murray, a screen on Edwards. Inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Smith passes to Gordon. Over Edwards. No good off the glass. Timberwolves trail by 18. DiVincenzo with it. Checked by Murray. Gordon with a steal. Now Smith. Down low. Here's Murray. Johnson passes to Smith. Outside Murray. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. From deep, Johnson. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gordon against Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Edwards with it, guarded by Smith. Gordon against McDaniels. Out to DiVincenzo. Launches it, and again, it's Minnesota with a three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Johnson. Now Smith. Jokic the screen. Let's go with a three. For three. The Joker knocks it down.
The answer three from Jokic. He doesn't show tons of emotion on the floor, but man, Nikola is so competitive.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Hardaway's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Smith. And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Fourth, Nikola Jokic.
He's making
The Nuggets lead by 16. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Dillingham out there with Mike Conley. And it's Ingles in at the 3. And Conley grabs the miss. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 50% in the game so far. Denver is shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Smith finds Brown. Back to Smith. Fires for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Randall. Here's Dillingham. Back to Randall. They double Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Conley passes to Randall. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. The 3, Smith. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. There's the triple. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Pass to Dillingham. They need this. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Dillingham.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Smith passes to Watson. Back to Smith. Lets the 3 flip. And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Davis.
Oh, my goodness!
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And Minnesota calls time here. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall, the pass to Ingles. Right side Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows.
And yes, another basket.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set in 1961.
Another miss by Minnesota.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things.
He got it again! Sensational!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss. Pass to Randall. Will it go? Hits the trifecta.
And the fearlessness from Randall to come right back. Answer that three.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. A different look for Denver. Hardaway comes in for Watson. And it's Merrill in for... He's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Smith. And again!
That puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Pass to Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Smith passes to Merrill. Denver moving it around. It's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Smith.
Great defense, and this is what many people are saying. Anthony Edwards may be the best two-way player in the league.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. And out of bounds, Denver will have it. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Reid. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Valanciunas. Smith with it. He's picked up by Edwards. DiVincenzo with a steal. Edwards looking it over. From 17, count it. Edwards has got 28 points for the game.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Smith. And another one!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Edwards finds McDaniels. Now Randall. 4-3, drains the triple. Randall's got 12 points here in the second half.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Edwards against Smith. Valanciunas sets a screen. Smith no good. Minnesota shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Edwards gets the bucket.
You can see Ant-Man light up on the break. Loves being in the open floor.
Merrill passes to Smith. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
The Nuggets lead by 23. For three, Smith hits yet again. Wow!
And incredible! Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What an historic night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reid. Outside, DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Smith, another bucket! Wow!
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down two of the top three spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence? What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chances to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Well, the scoreboard tells you,
And it's good! He hits another one!
all season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Boy, he's already left his mark on history as he now moves into third place for most points in a season. Just amazing.
And can you believe he's passed Michael Jordan? The name alone tells you he's done something special. Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Conley with the ball, and that's an intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Third team.
Free throw drops for Conley.
Shooting for Minnesota. Mike Conley.
Both shots good from the strike. Now a timeout called by Denver. They're on top by 28. All right, guys, what's your take?
Interesting timeout with this game mostly in the bag.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Another one goes! Incredible!
I mean, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
A record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
Yeah, that is unbelievable indeed. I never thought we'd see this. It stood since 1962. But now, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Oh, wow. Can't believe it.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
MP, they say the season's a marathon and not a sprint. You seem to breeze through tonight pretty easily, getting the win while facing one of the top players at your position. Talk to me.
Dom, I put a lot of pressure on myself when talking about wanting to be the best in the league at my position. I wouldn't do that if I didn't think I could back it up. Tonight, I backed it up.
Well, thanks for your time, MP.
Always.
Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Dominic. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant.
MP, right here. Right here. Come on, MP. Always Frank. Here we go. All right. MP, you just scored the most points in a game in league history. Where do you go mentally to be able to perform so historically well, I guess?
Wow, Frank. Somewhere an angel just got their wings. Settle down. Listen, my mindset's the same every single game. I want to dominate. Most nights, I do that. But every once in a while, I make history too.
Okay, so what makes the difference between regular, everyday domination and historical domination?
Whoa, Frank. I don't know, man. I don't. If I could tell you that, I'd bottle it up and take a little bit out every day. That's the beauty of this sport. I guess you just never know what'll happen. But one more thing. You know, for the memes, Frank.
Yeah, it has the number of points you just scored in the game that we just saw.
Yeah,
Thank you, MP. Really
MP, I have a question.
MP, I have one about that.
MP, right here. Ms. Harkins.
Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP, the most three-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
Eyes on the rim. Are my shoulders squared up to the basket? Where's my release point? I know that's not glamorous, but what got me from being a nobody in Vermont to setting a record like this was never losing focus. Every single moment matters, you feel me? Can't let a single one slip away.
Amazing, thank you.
You're welcome.
MP,
Right here, MP.
I have a good question right here.
Night, MP.